Welcome back to Age of Strife, everyone. So, what are you gonna do? One donkey down, one of your party's wounded.
Mm-hmm. Um, Ginger, will Doris be able to take the wagon back to Wordsworth?
Phew.
And
Might
can
be.
someone get this spear out of me?
I think one donkey can move a wagon, but it'd be at a slower rate. It
Yeah,
kind of just depends on how heavy the wagon is.
yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, the spear. I'll go over and remove the spear from Stefan in a correct medical procedurally way.
Good.
You rip it out.
Do we have any way to
there and
heal
try and buy
Stefan
things
at all? Can we do that with the healing proficiency? Or is that...
A healing proficiency will, if applied within 1 minute of the wound being taken, can restore some damage. But after a minute, no.
Okay, so it's a bit late.
It's more long-term healing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we have to head back to Wordsworth, but gee, Father's going to be pissed when he finds out we killed his only faithful steed.
You guys are gonna head back?
I think we could keep going, but it's probably
Well,
better.
Stefan. You know, he can't see anymore.
Good point.
We just buy a new donkey.
Yeah. Right. We just have to make sure we name it Doris.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I think the best idea is to go back, get a new donkey, and have a night of good rest. So we can heal Stefan up a little bit and then head back out.
Yeah, so one day's rest and I'll be okay to go. 2 days rest, I'll be full.
Yeah, and I'll make a healing poultice for him. I think that's what we're doing. We're heading back.
We turn the wagon round and head back.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not that far from town, so you managed to make it back that same day. Coming home, a little defeated. But you're home.
Yep.
Okay.
So, how much is a donkey? Was it like
I think it was like 10 gold.
something?
Yeah.
Animals.
Yeah, I've still got Doris on my character sheet, so
We could get an ox instead.
The donkey's only 8 gold.
Yeah, donkey's 8 gold. Ox
All right.
is that way.
What's the hit points, Neil?
Of a. Are you guys
Is it
buying a
3D?
donkey or an ox? I heard.
I think we're
various
getting a
discussions.
donkey. I was just thought for a second that an ox would be cool, but
It's 8 gold to buy, and I think they have 3d8 HP. It's either 2 or 3. Let me double. I'm
I
opening
think
the
it's
book.
3.
It's
I
got to
think
be
it's
3.
3-2.
Otherwise, Spike would have rolled maximum,
I shall roll.
which he didn't.
Oh, yeah, that's... we'll take that.
Oh, baby.
That's even tougher than Spike.
The hell
Yeah.
of a donkey.
I think Father might know that the donkey's so strong that it can't be Doris.
Yeah, this one's clearly a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger all around, but you haven't seen your father out there with Doris at all lately. In fact, he's been pretty much confined to the house. You haven't seen him outside in a month or so.
Yeah, I wonder how Cal Reginald thought he was dead. That was kind of weird.
You know, maybe someone out there has said that our father has died.
Yeah, that's fine. It just means that they'll deal with us. And
No, don't worry about it.
It's okay.
I'm the head of the house.
We know he's not. So, these sort of like rumors don't really matter because we know the truth.
Yeah, it does do
Sure.
something to our reputation for him being dead, if that's what people think. But whatever. There's no time for this.
no,
So we get. Are we naming the donkey Doris? Doris,
Yeah,
Jr., possibly.
Doris the second.
Okay. And then I guess we go back to the house, get Stefan into bed, and I go make a poultice while Ginger tends to him, so we can get some.
I'm tending to Stefan and I'm tending to Spike, the donk.
Oh yeah, can I make a healing poultice for a donkey too? Does that work?
Sure.
Okay, so I make 2 healing pulses.
Okay. And you apply them to the people, and I guess you guys just rest that day. You guys gain, what is it, D3 HP? What did we do? How did we figure this out before?
I think last time when we did the poultice, we did D3 plus 2, which is a lot. But I can't remember what the logic was for doing that, but it was definitely a thing.
Right, the poultice does D3, and the proficient healer nearby gives you an additional
Also
1
does.
per day. This is the same day that you guys fought, so you probably wouldn't get natural healing. You'd get the D3 from the poultice today.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So should I roll 2 D3s?
Yeah, the first one for Stefan, second one for Spike.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, wow. It's super effective.
Okay.
everything's
They are
coming up
patched
losers.
up.
Thief skills are working. His poultices are working. Feels good.
I, on the other hand, are inventing new ways to do combat.
2 swords sometimes just a bit hard to control. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I sipped on the frog goo.
So how long are you guys going to rest?
I think we're just gonna stay the night and then head back out,
Okay.
if that's okay with everyone. If it's okay with Stefan to head out.
Yeah, I'll be on 5 out of 8 hit points. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. You patch them up, and you guys get ready to head out the next day. So Monday the 12th, you guys re-gear and do the exact same thing that you did yesterday.
Yeah.
Yep. Except now we have 2 strong donkeys. The ones that
Yeah.
injured.
Better donkeys. Superior donkeys.
Yeah.
All right. Spike is at 7 points of health, I believe.
Yeah.
And as with before, I'm walking on the right side of it without my shield and just carrying 1 javelin. Yeah, javelin.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm sitting in the back with my crossbow and looking over the sides for poisonous animals. Yet again. One day I'll find one.
Does someone
you
have
thought-
to be
Yeah, I'll drive
driving
him.
the cart? All
I'll
right.
drive.
Okay. So you guys head out. You pass the swamp section without any peril, without any signs of bobbing things in the distance. And proceed to pass the first half of the day without problems until you arrive at the forest, at the River Grove.
Okay.
You come once again over a bit of a smallish, hillish area to see the forest stretching out before you, kind of along the edge of the river.
Okay. So I guess we do what we did last time. We pull up outside, stop the cart, and I blow my horn.
Oh,
Just wait.
before you blow your horn, I actually say, "Oh, brother, I know your birthday's not until tomorrow, but I actually have a present organised for you for this very moment. Please, give me your horn."
I skeptically hand him my horn.
All right, I give him the other horn.
He hands you another horn.
Does it look any different than my old horn?
You look around on it, eventually coming across an inscription. You can read, right?
Yeah.
There on the side of the horn are inscribed the words, "I blow myself."
Oh my gosh. Okay. I guess Luther reads that and he frowns a little bit. And
Happy birthday, brother.
is an awkward thank you. And blows on the "I blow myself" horn.
Okay. I don't think I have a horn blowing sound, sadly. You blow your horn and wait. And wait. And after maybe a good 20 minutes or so, you see poking out of the forest is a centaur.
I wave. A nice, happy wave.
The centaur starts heading your direction, and coming out of the forest with it are 3 more. All of them are armed, but, fairly naked. Bare-chested, no saddles, nothing like that. But they each carry a spear.
Okay. And I say to everyone before they get here, let me handle this.
Very well.
And I look at Stefan, and I say this.
Very well, birthday boy.
They arrive and stand before you.
Greetings, my centaur friends. We've brought more ale.
They
And
look over the cart.
this time, in exchange, we'd just like some information, if that's not too much to ask.
No more small circles of metals?
Well, that would be nice, but the main purpose of the information today. You see a giant attacked our town, actually. Quite recently. And the first thing I was wondering is if you know anything about the giants? I know Hagthor's claim is quite near to the southern part of the forest.
What is Agthor's claim?
It's the hills to the... I point off to the southeast, that direction. We've heard that giants make their home there.
The Poxlands, yes.
Yes, the Poxlands. Yes, we were just wondering if you knew anything about why they might have attacked our city. It seemed as if he was heading off into the Blackthorn Forest.
Giant men have giant tempers.
Yes, that seems so from what I saw when it attacked.
Are those casks full?
Yes, they're full.
He gives a nod to some of the other centaurs who come up and start removing the casks from the wagon.
Would you, in a sign of good faith, would you like us to repeat the same process as last time to make sure that the ales are good?
Yes, we must drink first to celebrate our trade deal.
Yes.
They pull one up on the edge of the wagon, tap it, and everyone drinks from it.
Yep.
It goes fairly well. The centaurs kind of just keep drinking
Yeah.
and keep drinking.
Well,
And they start to get a little drunk.
well, I think before too long passes, I'll try asking about something else. I'll interrupt a bit.
Go for it.
Another thing we wanted to ask is if you know anything about the Shadewood to the east. That's what we call it, at least. It's the woods out that way. We're thinking about investigating and seeing what's in the woods. That nobody's been in there for a while.
Little two-leggers want to go where the whispers come. No, little friends.
The
You are
whispers?
too small to handle the terrors of the Whisperwood.
What are the whispers?
Don't you know?
We've
They're the
heard
voices.
stories whispering, but we're not
They're-
sure what it is.
They're the voices of those who have fallen, those who have died in the past. They haunt the woods. Those with 2 legs and 4. Those with wings and feet and fins.
More.
They would harm us if we entered the woods.
It would make you one of them. Those who enter do not leave. Woods are to be avoided. No centaur has traveled there and returned.
Let's.
But do
certainly-
not worry, we must make merry while we have the time. Life is short and fleeting, and while you may be slow creatures who are savage enough to chain up my cousin and make it pull your wooden vehicle, you are good to bring this ale here.
Yes. Well,
There is no point going to the areas that are dark and where the creatures speak when they are not there. There is nothing there but sadness. Relics of the past.
Yeah. So, I wonder if you. I guess no centaurs have come back, so it's probably you probably don't know about this, but we've heard that there's a temple of some kind, a human temple in the woods. I don't know if you've heard about that.
Temple is shrine.
Yes.
We have not built one there.
It's a human shrine. It was built there long ago.
How would one find a shrine in so large an area?
Well, look very hard is what we were planning.
Your ways are strange.
Yes,
We know nothing of this. We have not been there in 60 cycles of the seasons. 50 cycles of the... 30 cycles of the seasons, we have not been there.
Well, that's fine. I only have one more thing I wish to ask about.
But first you must drink.
Yes.
Each question requires
Yeah.
a drink.
Indeed.
Yes.
Let's all drink.
I drink some more.
Okay. Yes, yes.
Okay, well, the other thing I wanted to ask about.
A race would not be fair. You are too slow.
Yes, I highly doubt a race would be fair as well. There's something that's been lost to humans, I'll say. We've become afraid of it and cast it out. I don't know how you would call it, but we call it magic. You can make things appear out of nowhere and create.
You speak of the great blessings.
Yes, we were wondering how much you know about the great blessings.
They are
Human-
sacred and wise. Only our wisest, most wizened leaders can speak with the great ones and bring forth the blessings onto the land.
That's certainly something I'm interested in. As I said, humans, I think wrongly, they fear the powers that have been given. And they,
Wrongly? It blinds. It summons bone horrors.
Surely there are powers used for good as well. We've learned about those from Joseph. Well, anyway, we were wondering how if you know how the great blessings work. Exactly how.
Only
is
the
one
great
given
wise ones
blessing?
understand the blessings in their true form.
Do they learn during life more about the blessings?
Your ways are small and peculiar. Of course one learns more about everything over the course of one's life.
Oh, yes, but is there any way to teach the blessings to someone who was not born with the gift?
You seek to co-opt our most sacred rites and rituals?
No,
Is what this is about? You
I
bring
seek
us
to
this
learn-
swill to try and steal our blessings?
No, I seek to learn the ways of human rituals, the way we have done things in the past.
We know not of your mysterious ways, only that you enslave those that you have power over. Brutal, barbaric ways, killing those who disagree with you. No penchant for association with true life.
That may be some humans, but it is not me.
Well, I think it is time that we share our ale with our brothers and sisters.
No,
Very well. It is our pleasure to it's our pleasure to have been here, and let's go, everyone. Good
Yes.
day.
Farewell, my friends. I'm quite happy to have brought you this. Once we get more, we'll come back.
Let's go.
Yes, if we wish to
We will
continue
have-
speaking, we require ale.
Well, ale you will have.
They roll their barrels away from them and leave you behind.
Well, fantastic, brother. Once again, your leadership is showing itself. That horn, I blow myself, appears to be rather almost like a prophecy.
I believe we learned something important from that.
Yes. What did we learn? We learned the giants are bad. We learned that the Shadewood is bad, and
And
we
we
learned
learned that centaurs they have witches of
how
their
does
own.
how does that help us? In the meantime, we
All
spent
knowledge is
money. Ugh, no, not the path you're going down. Magic is evil. There is a reason why it is banned. There's a reason why we burnt. All those who use magic have been corrupted by it. Even that woman there living by herself, the first thing she does is summon frickin' horrors out of bone. Tuck Tuck Mountains. This is not good or a wise path that you're going down. In the meantime, you've lost us the money that is spent us to get the ale. For what?
Ale is cheap, and I lament the fates of those who are too greedy and don't understand the ways in which they should use magic. But
Magic should not
that
be
is not
used. That has been very clearly stated.
all it takes
Patches
is
to Joseph.
willpower. Well,
If you dabble too far into this, I will step between you and this unknown power. The only way I know how. It's burning. We're burning the books.
Yes, I agree. We burn the books.
I think you all will come to change your minds eventually.
You haven't shown the wisdom to be able to hold that power. That's
I've led us this far. We've certainly made gains in the past.
yeah. This being a prime example of that. Learning about magic to defeat it, to understand it, so that we can defeat those who wield it, would have been fine. But you speak of something very, very different. You speak of an alliance. That which ruined our civilization has left us in this place of no hope.
I speak of learning the secrets lost to us. Humans have become ignorant and afraid. We must attempt to harness the powers given to us, not throw them away.
Yes, but you don't actually seek out your own destruction.
The powers are
Not
not.
my destruction.
The powers are not given to you, though.
They were not, but the power to understand and not immediately denounce these powers, that was given to me. I think there's much to be learned, is all I'm saying.
Look, no, quite frankly, I don't think you'll ever learn that knowledge. So your fancy, I'm just going to ignore for the moment and hope it goes away by itself, just like your awkward period through puberty.
You were quite young during that period. I doubt you remember much.
Actually, how old was I?
Like 3, I think.
3? How old are you?
I'm 33 years old.
All right. Whoops.
I'm almost old enough to be your dad. Almost.
I can only imagine what your puberty was like then, brother. Ugh. The man that you've turned into shows that your desire for this power is debased.
My desire is to help the house. That's all. I seek to empower our family to bring us into a golden age.
The golden age, and what happens when you say, "Hey, everybody, I have this amazing gift," and then you cast magic, and then you watch our house burn the day after?
They'll see how I use it for good. And
They're
they
peasants. They won't see beyond their own superstitions, and not only that, but
and I won't show them.
their own history.
Regardless, I can't use magic now. I know very little right now, so I don't think this warrants much more discussion.
No, but the centaurs did raise an interesting point. That Shadewood sounds
Yes, Shadewood.
horrifying.
Apparently, centaurs, even they, are not brave enough to go into the Shadewood. Do you think we should continue?
We have seen the undead things. We can do it once again.
I agree. I think we should keep going.
You didn't get clawed in the face by that she
I did.
dead thing.
No, it didn't touch me, but I do realize the threat.
All right. Well, in that case, lead on.
Well, let's go. So once again, after we see the centaurs, they go back to the forest and they just hear us arguing. Now that part's over, so I guess we're heading out.
Although this time I didn't get knocked on my ass, so hey, it's
Yeah.
it's gone better than last time.
Okay. So where are you guys going?
East to the Shadewood.
Yep.
Okay. Would you like to show us how? I guess there's really only one way to get there, right?
Yeah,
You got to go
we're-
back up.
North of the River Grove, I guess. So I guess we're going.
So where would you like to enter the Shadewood? You can come through the top, the side, the other side. You can go all the way around to the back side. You can come all the way down and approach from the bottom.
Did we hear anything about the location of the temple within the Shadewood, or is it? Do we just know it's there somewhere?
Well, where was it on the map? No, there's just rumors that there is one in there. I think is the information we have. So no, we have no idea.
Okay.
I think I'd prefer to land like here-ish, just because.
The
it's
ancient
there.
temple is rumored to be at the center of the Shadewood, is the information you have.
Okay. So I mean, that'd be a good place to stop, and that way we can secure the caravan outside, and we're sort of away from the swamps in terms of sight. If we go a little bit in, and hopefully we'll be away from the giants to the south. So I think there's probably the best
Yeah.
bet.
Sounds good.
Okay, well, be careful of the whispers. That's what we did learn from the centaurs. It wasn't completely useless, Stefan. If you hear an unfamiliar voice, then don't listen to it.
We went past there and we saw this for ourselves. This is not news, and it certainly wasn't worth 3 barrels of ale.
Goodwill goes a long way.
Yeah, you saw how well our goodwill went down as soon as they had a couple of drinks. They went.
People have disagreements.
Right, than the fishermen at the pub.
So by the time sundown comes, you guys can be just outside of the Shadewood. Are you entering where this green dot is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where we
I
head
think
to.
it's best to camp if it's
Sure. Yeah, you
nightfall
can.
by the time of day.
Night does come as you have reached the edge of the Shadewood.
Okay. We do have a large tent on the cart as well. So
You can set up your large tent and make camp outside. What are you going to do about watches and all of that?
I think we make a point to Ginger to not fall asleep this time.
I would take the last watch then. So that
Yes,
I can fall asleep first.
I believe the last watch might be best for you, sister.
Yes, get some sleep before getting the watch. I think that's the best idea. I can take either one that's remaining. No, I am aging, so maybe it's best that I get a string some sleep together and take the first watch.
Okay.
As we've approached the Shadewood, do we hear any shade sounds, whispers?
No. No.
But we can see it, right?
You can see the woods. Yeah. How far do you want to be camping from them?
I would say not too close. Probably a mile out at the least.
Yeah, see, normally I'd prefer the cover of the trees, but there's no way I want to be anywhere near them with the whispers and all that sort of shit.
Yeah, no thanks.
I'd rather not even be going, so yeah. All right.
Hey.
Yeah, I'd say a mile or 2 miles out. That kind of distance.
Right. What was the watch again?
I'm going first. Stefan's going second, and Ginger is going third.
Okay. You're first. Make me a perception check.
No. Oh. I hope I don't fall asleep.
Stefan, you're second. Make me a perception check.
Oh,
Someone has to get one of these.
Nope.
Ginger, you're third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what you see, but at least you're going to see something if it happens.
You know, I think it's a good thing if to not actually make this perception check.
Just to be blind to the terrors of the forest.
Yeah.
You consistently hear. It's kind of like the wind blowing through the trees, but at the wrong pitch.
Mhm.
And kind of comes across almost as voices, but it's clearly just the wind. It's
Well,
just the wind.
I'm actually listening out for things that do sound like voices because I've been told that they are here, and I'm no longer doubting supernatural things. Yeah, there's definitely some words in there.
So while you're watching, at some point you can you make me a charisma check? Actually,
Me?
yeah, you.
How much do the ghosts like you, Ginger?
I'm at 11.
Huh?
Yes.
Just about?
There's a moment where you hear something that sounds a lot like Tiberodite. Maybe it's just like maybe it's just you're getting spooked by something. I mean, it's probably not him. I mean, he's clearly dead and buried way back in town. But the wind blowing through the trees just has this eerie tone to it.
Oh no.
Kind of reminds you of Tiberodite's quick to anger followed by quick silence.
I guess during my watch I will walk around the tent, keep my ears out, and then I hear some dogs.
You do?
Do I see any dogs?
It's dark. You don't really see anything.
Right. Let's see. Would our camp have any campfire throughout the night?
If you have one, yeah. You could have built one. Probably not a lot of wood. You'd have to go into the shade wood to get fuel for the fire. So maybe in the more, like as you were making camp, you could have collected some stuff from the edge. You've got third watch, so you're probably out of firewood. You'd have to go to the edge of the forest to get some more.
All right. I'm okay
Probably
with
actually sputtering right about now.
I'm gonna stand my watch at the front of the tent and just keep walking around and remaining silent for the rest of my watch in the
Fine.
darkness.
Your watch passes eventually. Everyone wakes up. It's the next day. Totally normal day.
Okay. Ginger, nothing happened during the watch?
Nothing specific, but I heard the barking of dogs and whispers.
The whispers. Yeah.
Warm
I
morning.
didn't hear a thing.
It was cold the previous days, but today the sun's out. Got like the morning's warming up really nicely. There's some butterflies kind of flapping around. It's a very peaceful morning on the edge of the shade wood.
I'll go to Stefan and say the whispers sounded like when you hear a breeze through the wind, where it sounds like someone whispering at a distance. But as I listened in, it began to sound more like actual words that resembled Tiberodite's quick, angry, explosive manners, followed by
Yes,
long silences.
That certainly sounds like him. Or is that just you putting your own paranoia onto the whispers? I didn't hear a thing, but
I think
this wood gives me the willies.
I think that I could easily be putting my own paranoia on it, and I would be aware of it. But even so, everyone else, the centaurs who stay away from here, know that there's whispers here. So, what do we do? Should we go in during the bright of daylight and search for this temple?
How about if we just? I've got oil. How about if we just burn the forest down?
I certainly wouldn't do that. I don't think.
not?
I doubt whispers can hurt us. Let's be real here.
All right,
Even
our
though
fearless
we've
leader.
seen all this, I don't think whispers can hurt us. So, what I think we do is we go in, look around. If we see something that looks too threatening for us, then we can run away. But I think it's worth investigating now that we're here.
Well, we are here, and we do need the gold, and we're running out of viable places to search. So, yeah, I guess we head in.
Okay. Are you going to take the horse and wagon in as well? It is not a well kept up wood. It's not harvested by the people, so the terrain is going to be pretty brutal for a wagon. You're going to be having to kind of like pick it up and move it over things all the time. It's not really viable to drag the wagon in.
I guess we unhitch the wagon just inside the forest and move everything onto the donkeys.
We could just leave it here. Leave the donkeys here as well. Something like that, but I don't know how.
If we have to run, I don't want to be carrying a large tent on my back and everything else.
We could leave that.
And the
here as
crossbow. And have some goblin come down and steal it? No. The donkeys should be fine to go in.
Okay.
Alright, so you load up the donkeys with your gear.
They might
Yeah.
get spooked with considering how strange this forest is.
Yeah. The forest is pretty dark. It's a very thick canopy overhead. So as you start to pick your way into the forest, you're in a lot of shade. It's kind of probably why it's actually called the Shade Wood, now that you think of it. It's just very dim in here. After you get maybe a half mile inside, the light from the half mile out there, the terrain in the distance where you came in from is starting to disappear. It's kind of just like little pinpoints that you see from time to time. It's not pitch black in here. It's not nighttime dark, but it is really dark.
Does it seem like it makes sense to get the torch lit now? Then, Neil?
It's kind of like twilight dark, where it's that in-between phase where your night vision starts kicking in, your day vision starts to dwindle, but neither one, like they're both kind of fighting for each other. A torch might be useful for seeing things close to you, but it wouldn't really provide much more light than you already have at a distance. It's that
Right, okay.
It
awkward
would
phase.
allow other people further away to see us.
Maybe like a big directional lantern would help, like using a flashlight at night or at twilight. But even then, it's the combination night vision and day vision overriding each other.
So I'm going to sort of nudge Stefan and tell him to just slow down a little bit. And out of earshot of Luther, I say to Stefan, how do you think you would go about burning down this forest?
With flame.
Well, yeah, of course. If this is filled with magical monsters as well, it would be the right thing to do.
Yes, I agree. It's certainly better than being in this creepy shithole. Whew. Keep your eyes open, though. We're in here now.
So I propose that before we leave, a fire breaks out here.
Let's see what happens when we get there. I certainly don't discount your idea.
All right.
Neil, how dry is it in here, Neil?
Not super dry, not Australia or California dry.
So in other words, like you'd need to set a fire on many fronts to get to go.
Right, you would really have to construct a large blaze if you wanted it to burn the forest down.
With such a thick canopy, the sun isn't really going to dry things up very much, so it would probably be
Yeah.
damp.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I think, looking at this, we might have trouble actually burning it down properly without a real concerted effort. We might scour it, but that's about it.
All right.
I mean, I think that if this turns south, we can always come back and just burn the whole place down.
Well, I've never gone around burning forests before. I have no idea. What about you?
Can't say I'm an expert in the field, but keep your eyes peeled. This place gives me the creeps.
All right.
I'm going to be hanging back a little bit, like I'm going to be last.
Okay, so let's talk marching order. Stefan's in the back. Where are the donkeys? Where are Ginger and Luther?
I think I would stand leading donkeys, so I'd be in front.
So Ginger in the front with donkeys on either side, followed by Luther, followed by Stefan.
I'd probably be behind Stefan if I can. Plus, they're like chatting on their own apparently.
Okay.
I don't know how Luther sees that, but I guess I'm in the back, kind of far enough away that they can talk silently without me hearing.
Well, I'm guessing generally while we're talking, like when we're traveling, we're going to be talking with each other, every now and then, and we'll probably be separated. The opportunity for conversation might be there. You might notice our furtive glances your way. Start freaking out. I'm guessing we'll be pretty close together. At least I'll probably be right at the arse end of a donkey because this forest is creepy.
Yeah, and I guess what we're doing is just going straight east from where we entered, or trying to keep going straight east at least, so that we don't just keep making turns and just get lost in the woods.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're just going like straight across unless we see something.
So maybe another half mile in, and you start to hear some faint music in the distance. It almost sounds like harp or lute playing.
Well, I'm going to just stop as I'm in the front and just turn to the party like, do you hear that?
I do. That's creepier than...
It's creepier than whispers.
Run.
I don't know.
What the hell? Maybe someone lives here.
Maybe, but I guess no one would know if no one comes in here. I guess no one would know if somebody lived here. But
what if they don't want to be found?
well, I guess we'll find out.
Yes. If we do meet anyone, perhaps let me do the talking.
Is there a building anywhere? We don't see a building.
No, it's just dim forest all around you. But we're at our last break. So why don't we take our break now and return to the Shadewood on the other side? See you guys in a bit.